Hola, hola. Okay, welcome back. I hope you had some interesting discussions. We did. Um, so I was speaking with Beth, and I think she's right. I think we will not compile right now what we discussed because maybe we all got like similar insights. So I will ask you, please, like one person from each group, to send me by email the notes you took. We will summarize all that, and we will do like an open session here with the mic, really informal. I want to see, like what did you think about the symposium? What was exciting? What, like anything you want to share. I will open the mic for a while, and then we will have some words from the Jorge. And also, the art exhibit is only be there for today. Tomorrow we will uh, disarm it, remove it. Thank you. And yeah, my brain is not working more. And we put some. Well, Michael already hung their prints, so last minute goal to see their art. Really amazing. So yeah, I don't know who wants to start. Someone wants to share something. Yeah. The chief.
Derailed this. What I was suggesting to Bea is I always like leaving sessions like this with like, what inspired you? What are you going to walk away from this meeting? Like, I can't wait to do this next. So in the conversations we had about those 3 questions, right, were there particular challenges? You're like, yes, I'm so excited about that one. Or opportunities, etc. So that's really what the suggestion was, is we all just had these conversations. What are you walking away with that you're going to take with you as super exciting? You're going to share something like that. So don't be shy. Otherwise, I'm going to call on you. Marino.
Yeah, there was something today that I was very interested to know or to learn, and is the possibility of including Costa Rican scientists in Antarctica cruises. For us, this is important because Costa Rica recently subscribed to the Antarctic Treaty. So Costa Rica was the last country so far, the last in be part of the Antarctic Treaty, but we don't have a Costa Rican National Antarctic Institute. So we need more people to go to Antarctica and do research and start building this community of scientists to provide, to help learn what's going on in Antarctica, and stop thinking that it's too far away, because it's not that far away. Antarctica is closer than Rome, than Italy, for instance, for us. So, and there's a lot, I mean, we have a very strong scientific community in Costa Rica, and we can contribute a lot in many different fields. We just need to have the right conditions to do it. And these cruises in Antarctica by the Smith Ocean Institute could be a really good opportunity. So I'm already thinking in promoting this in the community, in the academic community, to recruit people who might be interested in going to Antarctica and do research there in these cruises.
I love it. Anybody else have an example of something that inspires you, or etc.?
Something that inspired me a lot is that I was a biology undergraduate here, and then I went to the US, and I noticed the huge amount of researchers that the US has just because it's such a huge country. And it is such a rich place to the exchange of ideas, just because of the diversity of researchers there. And seeing that here now in Costa Rica, having again, I always talk about the critical mass, just having researchers across disciplines, right? Geology, physics, biology, I don't know. That is inspiring to see that the fact that you already have this group of people working together is probably going to be a driver for more research in the future. And it's just nice to also know that if this keeps going, which I hope hopefully it will, it's going to be able then to generate more science and more, in general, more outputs from research, as we were discussing with Rachel, Viviana, and our Manta Ray group. Also, the fact that since we have this mass and of researchers that involves different cultures and different countries, it also is a really good place to think about that research products are not just publications. I feel that when I was in the US, it was all paper, right? And it's always paper. But seeing the efforts that Costa Rica Conocida does and Pelagos group does and what you guys do on the science part, there is way more deliverables from research that goes beyond just a publication, and these research products end up having more potential to inform policy. And this is a really good example of what has been achieved here. So that was very inspiring.
Other inspirations, or you're so excited to do this next. Yes.
Thanks. I just wanted to say that I'm just excited for whatever is to come, because I feel like all the people that are here today are just very committed to do science in a new and nice and refreshing way. And for me, I'm just... Yeah, okay. For me, I'm just starting out in my career, so having this as the baseline of what science is, of what a scientist should be, it's just very inspiring. All of you inspire me a lot, and specifically all the scientists, the women scientists, because yesterday in the panel, most of the panelists were women. And and that's amazing. As a young women scientist, they're just extremely inspiring. But also I am very inspired by the artists, by Michael and by Carlos, using art as a tool to communicate science is just something that touches people in their soul. And I've never thought till a few years ago science could be touching, right? Science could shake our feelings and our souls, and just very excited to do initiatives that we've talked for the campaign to just show art and show science in a way that touches people and changes their lives and make them excited, as we are all for our experiments and science. And
Yay women, yay art. Other ideas? Mm-hmm. Hoda, what inspires you?
I'm always inspired. I have to admit that every time I go to the museum and work with the samples, I'm inspired. And I really love my work. And from this meeting, I'm very happy to see so many people interested, and the way that the young people are facing the new challenges, and they are very focused, and they know what they need. And it was very very nice to see that. So I think that we are following a good path in order to get this ship to a good port. Thank you.
Anyone else? Oh, okay, hold on. We'll go first.
Well, I just wanted to say that from my new point of view since 3 years ago, because I used to work in the university and now I work in Mar Viva and we have a different approach. But it's really nice to see like this is a family, I think. And it was created, or I don't know if it's been creating in this expedition, so it's really nice to see and learn and think of how in my new position we can work together. So thanks.
I love that. Eva?
Just to very quickly build on what Marco and Frezia were saying is that, again, I just think, touching again on what was said yesterday as well, there is just something really remarkable here in Costa Rica. And what is the limiting factor here is absolutely not people. Like, that is overflowing in Costa Rica, not just at a science level, but at a governance level, as we heard yesterday. And I think there's something really beautiful around, like in our discussion earlier, just now, we're talking about how small Costa Rica is compared to many other countries in Latin America. But there's something really wonderful about that because it makes the community really nimble and like together as well. And I think that is where a lot of the strength lies. And seeing that manifested here over the last few days and over the last year and a half that we've been working closely together, it's really wonderful to see. And I just think you guys are going to continue leading the way regionally and globally.
Oh, Carlos.
I'm taking something very important from my inspiration for participating on both in this Congress, but also as artist on board on the Octopus Expedition. And it's something very related also. I saw this, I'm used to see this with artists in the art media environment, but I can relate this also now to scientists, and it's the passion. I can see in your eyes when you do a presentation how how big is your passion for everything you are working about. And I can only see this on art. So that's maybe the reason that art and science blend so well together and can work very well towards this very difficult task now that especially you as a scientist are facing, that is letting people know what is happening with the environment and all the challenges that now we are facing on this uncertain future. So I'm very happy to be here. I think this Congress can be even open more to multimedia, not only to artists or not only to painters, but musicians, poetry. At least maybe I understood 20% of the presentations, but maybe at least on a certain moments of this Congress to be open to the public, especially to artists, to try to do this collaboration even widely. So don't hesitate to call artists to push and to present all the fascinating facts you are taking from your studies. So thank you very much for having us here, also Michael and me. So gracias, that's it. The inspiration, the passion.
I'm already having visions of the next offshore Costa Rica Congress. Other things that anybody wants to share? Okay. Oh, okay. Point taken. I think I'll start and then I'll call on people if they don't volunteer. I I already knew this from the work that we've done together, right? That there was just, as Carlos just said, there's so much passion for understanding the deep sea and hearing of specific ideas that people want to try to do and push. And like, my dream is that there's like all these ships coming to Costa Rica with the collaborators that you have built to help you enact that vision, and that you are the leaders, and that we're coming back and learning even more at the next Congress. Just like I can see it in my mind's eye that it's going to happen, because all the pieces are in place to make it happen. So I'm really, really, really excited. Oh, yeah. I would love there to be more boats. More boats, for sure. Good. I meant that. Other visitors would like to share what they're coming away with. Emily? Gus?
This is actually the first conference I've been to in person, or conference-esque type thing. So it's been really exciting for me. Everything I've been to has been online, because most of my PhD has ended up being online. So that's just been really exciting to be in person and have all of these in-person discussions that just aren't able to happen really in the same way online. And I was thinking when we were having the discussions earlier with Jorge, and the group I was in ended up being all Costa Ricans, really, which was really, really cool to hear their insights into everything. Because all of my science experience is from in the UK or the US, which are historically countries that have a lot of resources and are not good at sharing them. So it was sort of like a little bit horrifying at times to hear some of the previous experiences that have happened, but at the same time really exciting to discuss directions that we can go in the future, and even how far it's come, say, up into this cruise, and there's so much more room for improvement even upon this. There was some really, really cool ideas that were being discussed, and I don't know, it was very exciting. Yeah, I've been really enjoying myself. Yeah.
Back to Gus.
Hello, try to keep it brief. Since the beginning of this journey, the whole thing's been absolutely transformative for me, as a person, as a scientist, as a collaborator, just as a human being. I've learned so much already from Costa Rica and just being involved with all of you guys, So I guess what do I take with me? I'll start with that. I feel like I take with me a completely new perspective about what the future of science can be, starting with my own science. I definitely have I feel like I'm part of a global family, that's extremely supportive of my work and my ideas, and hopefully as an integral or as a member of that global family, you guys can feel the same way around me. I want to support ideas, and I want to support concepts that come out of Costa Rica, so that's like the big takeaway for me. What do I leave behind? I don't know. You have a friend in me, that's for sure. And so again, transformative is really the word, and I shared a little bit of this with my group a couple of minutes ago. My students feel the same way, and it's even though perhaps us coming here, we're like the developed nation that's coming here. We get hyper-developed by getting this interaction that, again, becomes a truly transformative and globally forging collective, that we can be a part of. So, and again, that makes my scientific questions and my interests more bold, to a level that I didn't have before feeling and knowing that I'm fully integrated into this global family of like thinkers, and like we all want the same thing everywhere. So I think that's really the message that I walk away with. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else?
You never know what you're going to get when someone starts with, "I'll keep it brief." You did a good job, Gus. Sergio also. Other thoughts that people want to share? What inspires them from this event the last few days? Yeah, Michael.
I just want to say that being here and being on the boat with you all, seeing in action what we've been talking about and trying to do in the arts community anyway, this sort of interdisciplinary, non-hierarchical collaboration between not just scientists and artists, but lawyers and policymakers and all of that, and hearing how everybody's kind of thinking about things in the same sort of way, it's just really exciting to me and really inspiring to me, and keeps me wanting to do more outreach and share more of the work that you all are doing and that we all are doing to change the world. So, and the other thing I want to say is I really want to see more of Costa Rica, because it's such a great country, what I've seen of it, which is tiny. So I hope I can come back.
And more deep sea. All right, anyone else? Yeah, Bea.
Well, thank you all for coming. I think I'm excited because of the response we had. We had participations from different NGOs, from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, from the Fisheries Unit, or whatever it translates. Some people apologize for not being here, especially the SINAC people. Esteban Herrera was coming today to give us a talk. I forgot to mention that he was really sad because he had some last-minute issue. But yeah, I'm excited to see like many, partnerships, interest in taking this to another level. So I'm really excited to see what it comes. And I feel motivated because I think we are building a community where I can have support. For example, I've been working with Diva, so her mentorship has been great in the last year after expedition. And I see many opportunities and many friends and many colleagues and many geek stuff that I like. And so yeah, thank you all for coming. It's been great.
Yeah. Thank you, Bea. Maybe now is a good time to hand it over to you, Jorge, to share your closing remarks.
Get over here. Well, thank you everybody for being here. Sorry. It's been a super experience. This has been great. I've been enjoying it so much, and working with Beth and all these discussions we had, and fortunately we had COVID in between, and we had more time to talk and elaborate that more, and Schmidt changed the vessel. The previous one was very small. The lab was the size of the smallest lab on Falkor 2. This one had been possible with the previous vessel. So everything just worked beautifully, and the whole group were very nice, and all the different disciplines, and everybody has learned so much from everyone else. And I think we're just beginning. There's a lot more to do. What we heard here is very inspiring, and what was mentioned today about how international collaboration should work. It's not coming here and maybe inviting us as observers, but being part of the proposals, being part of what we as Costa Ricans or as developing countries want to see done in their country. So this is how it should be done. And I thank everybody for coming, all the ones that came from outside. Thank you very much, the people that have been connected. And we'll go for more. Thank you. One more thing. A round of applause for Bea. She did it. She put all this together. We discussed some of the ideas, but it's amazing. She will. How about we do this or do this other way? And it's wow. So thank you very much.
I think we should sing this song. Oh, we are saved.
See such a. Yeah, I did that. The first time I did that was in a meeting, and everybody was like. But yeah, give Sis a chance. Well, thank you.
So, Bea, what happens next?
Okay, so we are going to Cimar, the place where we went the first day. And there we will have the posters. So if you have questions about the posters, we will be there. And then we will have a short demonstration, the video installation that Michael put together. And we will have a Costa Rican dancer. Her name is Paz, like peace. You like? That's how Marino ends all his emails, peace. And yeah, I think it will be great. It's just 15 minutes, and we will have a small reception there as well. So thank you, everybody. We will walk together to Cimar lobby now. And thank you to Jan, please. Yeah.